You all have been asking how to map with the eyes open. So in today's tutorial, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to do this step by step. So firstly, why is it important to map with the eyes open? The biggest reason is accuracy. When your client's eyes are closed, the eyelid shifts and everything sits a little bit differently. So if you're mapping on closed eyes, you're kind of taking a shot in the dark with your mapping. But when the eyes are open, you can clearly see the eye shape, where the iris sits, and where you actually want your emphasis area to be. It just makes your mapping so much more intentional and customized to your client. So let's walk through the process of mapping with the eyes open step by step. Starting with step 1, you want to make sure that you cleanse your client's lashes first. The reason why is because if you go through your full consultation, place all of your dots, and then go to cleanse the eyes, you're just going to wash all of that hard work away. So always be sure to cleanse first, rinse, and fully dry the lashes before moving on. Step 2, have your client open their eyes. And you may want to dim your lighting just a little bit so it's not too harsh when they open up. From here, you're going to go through your entire consultation process. This is where we chat through styling, shaping, lengths, and really understanding what the client is looking for. Once we've decided on the overall style, this is where we can begin planning our map. Step 4, determine where your dots will go. Now, this part is completely up to you in the style that you're creating. You can dot the emphasis area, where the middle of the eye sits, or let's say you're doing an anime set and you want all of your pyramid spikes to be evenly spaced. You can add a dot for each spike. The options are endless and it's completely up to you. The goal here is just to give yourself a guideline so that once your client closes their eyes, you know exactly where your important areas are without guessing. Step 5, take a waterproof liquid eyeliner and apply it to a micro swab. The reason I like to use waterproof is just in case my client's eyes water throughout the service, that will prevent it from getting a little bit too messy. And don't worry, I'll show you exactly how to remove it at the end of this tutorial. And I will always apply it directly to a micro swab, never the skin, because we do not want to cross-contaminate. Step 6, we're now going to transfer the eyeliner onto the eyes. For today's set, I'm marking a couple different areas, starting with the middle of the eye, then nearing the outer corner where the arch of the brow is. I'm going to place a dot there, and that's where I want my longest lengths to peak. And then I'm going to place one more dot close to the outer corner, and that tells me where I want to quickly bump down my lengths to avoid drooping the eyes. Step number 7, transfer your mapping. So now that we've placed all of our dots, go ahead and apply the eye pads and ask your client to close their eyes. And from here, you're simply just going to transfer your mapping onto the eye pads. So let's say that you place 2 dots to mark your emphasis area. From there, you're going to write the longest length in that section. You can even add your curls, add some arrows so you can keep your directional pattern in mind. Feel free to go wild. Once your mapping's all written out, you're free to begin lashing. It's as simple as that. Now, as promised, I'm going to show you how to remove that waterproof eyeliner at the end of the service. So once you've completed your lash set, all you have to do is apply a little bit of cleanser onto a micro swab or a lint-free applicator. Our foam cleanser is great because it actually removes makeup, whether it's waterproof or not, and just gently rub it onto the eyes, and you'll notice the eyeliner begin to disappear in seconds. And although our foam cleanser is super gentle, I always like to do my due diligence by applying a little bit of water onto a second micro swab and just going over the area just to ensure I'm not leaving it on the eyes. And that is how I like to map with the eyes open. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop them below. As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.